In this demo, we'll take a look at how Fabric accelerates the time to value of building data-aware Copilot plugins based on Azure OpenAI. I start out in my sales lakehouse, which contains all my organizational revenue data. I want to expose this data through a Copilot experience to my sales team. To get started, I can choose to add a new Copilot plugin directly from the context of my lakehouse. All I have to do is give it a name, and I'm navigated to the artifact experience. The Copilot plugin is going to take a second to prep all the data in my sales lakehouse for my use. I immediately land in a consumption experience and can see all the relevant business data I can interact with on the left-hand side. If I ask a question about revenue for Q1, the plugin automatically knows to look in the revenue table of the sales lakehouse for an answer. I can also easily tweak the data context. In addition to the sales lakehouse, I would also like my Copilot to know about the finance warehouse and the customer reviews dataset from my workspace. I can simply add those to the context. I also want to enrich the data context with data from another warehouse. The Fabric Data Hub enables me to easily discover all the data assets I have access to, and I can add the online purchase warehouse to my data context. Now that I am done configuring my data, I can immediately start asking more questions. For example, about my newly added online purchases. And the Copilot plugin is ready to help, letting me know 12% of online purchases in APAC were for Contoso products. Since data security is a key pillar in Fabric, security rules are automatically carried through to the plugin. For example, if I ask a question about North America purchases, which I don't have access to, the plugin will respect the security boundaries and will not surface the data to me. At any point, I can also launch the full-blown editor experience that lets me set up more complex workflows, for example, varying the tone and adding pre-processing steps. Since the Copilot plugin is just another artifact in my workspace, it benefits from all the out-of-the-box goodness that comes with Fabric. For example, we can see that the plugin has a highly confidential sensitivity label, indicating it is dealing with very sensitive data. With zero setup, this label was automatically inherited from the highly sensitive finance warehouse, which the plugin is using for data context. I can also navigate to the lineage view and see all the data that my Copilot plugin is leveraging as context, even the data sources that are outside of my workspace. This makes it easy to govern the plugin and understand impact on downstream and upstream artifacts. Now that my data-aware plugin is ready, complete with data security and sensitivity policies, I can share the plugin with others inside Fabric. I can simply hit the Share button and choose the users I want to give access to without needing to do any deployments. However, I would also like to integrate my plugin into my M365 business chat to be leveraged by my sales team. I can choose from a variety of integration options, including M365. In just a few seconds, we can see that the plugin was successfully imported as a new skill and can now be leveraged in my business chat. Navigating to Teams, my sales team can now easily interact with Copilot at M365 and ask about Fabric data, in addition to all their other relevant business data, ranging from emails to calendars to documents. As a salesperson preparing for a customer meeting, I can ask Copilot about the latest developments with my customer Northwind. I'm presented with a great summary of the latest activities, including the fact that Mona sent an email to the customer last week asking about their contract renewal, and also the PowerPoint deck that Jeff presented in the last customer meeting. Thanks to the new Fabric plugin, I can also see that revenue from Northwind has increased to $250K in the last 3 months, all inside the same chat response. Asking a follow-up question about where the increase came from prompts another response, letting me know that revenue grew by $150K in EMEA and another $100K in APAC. Thanks to built-in citations, I can see all the information came from Fabric, and specifically the sales lakehouse. To conclude, the Fabric experience makes it seamless to build secure, data-aware Copilot plugins, which can be embedded into business applications and consumed across the entire Microsoft ecosystem.